Hello, good morning, everybody. Happy Friday to you. Happy Friday to you. Let's see if I can make some adjustments. Make a few adjustments. Make a few adjustments. Yeah. Good morning, everybody. Good morning to you. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Jump in here. Come on, jump in here on today. Jump in here on today. Love to speak to you if you are jumping on with me this morning. Yeah. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I know that it is. We're running slightly behind. But good morning. Good morning to each and every one of you all. Good morning. Hi to Noah. Yeah, that's my ride or die right there. To Noah, to Noah, to Noah. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. I think I want to title today is that you scared of the wrong thing. I think I want to put that in there today that you are scared of the wrong thing. You are scared of the wrong thing. You are scared of the wrong thing because you don't know who you're dealing with. Oh, share this live with somebody. Let them know that I'm on. Good morning, Tamu. Good morning. Good morning. I wanna um, I wanna do this live today, and I wanna title it "You're Scared of the Wrong Thing." You are scared of the wrong thing. Yep. You're scared of the wrong thing. You're scared of the wrong thing because you don't know who you're dealing with. Oh, this is going to be rich today. I got so lost. I had to handle some business, and those who are being a part of Connect Church Raleigh. Hey, listen, let me say this before I get started. Whether you are part of Connect Church Raleigh or whether you have been dating us from online, been a secret admirer, I want you to be at um, at our Vision Night on tomorrow afternoon. Vision afternoon, tomorrow afternoon at 3:30 at 4201 Green Road. 4201 Green Road is where I want you to be to see where we've been, where we are, where we're going. All right, so you're scared of the wrong thing because you don't know who you're dealing with. All right, Jesus, the Bible talks. I'm in Mark's Gospel, chapter 4. I'm in Mark Gospel, chapter 4, verse 33. Hi, Gehenna. Yeah, that's another one of my ride or die. Hi, Gehenna. Hi, Talmud. That's my ride or die too. You know, I so appreciate my folk. Yeah. There's a clicking. All right. Is this clear? Yo, is this clear? Is a delay? Come on, somebody talk to me. Is it a clicking? Is it a delay in this? I want to know before I get started because I want to make sure that I'm clear. Is there a clicking? Is it a delay in this live? I'm outside, so I don't know if that's the clicking we're hearing. Um, all right, you know what? Let me just take this in. How about we do that? All right. Hold a second. Let me just take this in. Is this better, y'all? Hopefully. Okay, can you hear me? Can't hear. Can't. We got all kinds of issues going on today. Can you hear me? Yeah, I hear Verizon. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? All right. Hopefully you can hear me. Hopefully you can hear me as we're getting things together. All right. Can y'all hear me? This is much better. Hopefully this is better. Clicking is still there. Oh my Lord. Clicking it back. Clicking is back. I don't know what the clicking is. You can still hear it? All right. Listen, let's go. Jesus, I'm in Mark's Gospel, chapter 4. Jesus has been this is better. Let me take this out. I don't know if this is gonna be better. But Jesus, all right, Jesus has been teaching the disciples all day. He's been teaching the crowd. Jesus has been preaching this big sermon. And then he takes his disciples aside and he gives them, please catch this, a private word. He takes the disciples aside and gives them a private word. Yeah, Mark chapter 4 and verse 33, it says, with many such parables, Jesus spoke the word to them as they were able to hear and understand it. And he did not say anything to them without using a parable. Hi, Danielle. Hi, Danielle. He did, however, explain everything privately to his own disciples. Listen, this is so amazing. He explained everything privately to his own disciples. So he calls the disciples aside, and after teaching the big crowd, and he says to the disciples, let me speak to you. He says to them, let me speak to you. Let me give you some stories that will give you some spiritual truth to apply to your life. He gave them inside information. I want to encourage somebody this morning, right here off the rip. He's getting ready to give you some inside information. Listen, y'all got to hear this. He's getting ready to give you some inside information. He's getting ready to give you some inside information. I need about 10 of you all to type inside information. Verse 35 says, on that same day, when evening had come, he said to them, let's go over to the other side. So leaving the crowd, is getting ready to be personal. Y'all, please don't miss this. He leaves the crowd. He only is inviting those who have a personal relationship with him. This is only for those. This next season is for those who has a personal relationship with God. You're getting ready to get a personal invitation. They get a personal invitation to go to the other side. The Bible says in verse 36, Mark chapter 4, verse 36. So leaving the crowd, they took him with them, just as he was in the boat, and other boats were with him. So let's be clear that the disciples are right in the will of God. The disciples are right in the will of God. Jesus said, get in the boat. He tells them to get in the boat. All right? Jesus says, get in the boat. They got in the boat after a good hot sermon, a good hot church service. They get in the boat. And they are doing exactly what they are told to do. They are perfectly situated. Not only are they in the will of God, please hear me. Not only are they in the will of God, but it says Jesus is in there with them. All right. Life can be better than just having church, hearing the word, but especially when Jesus joins you in the boat. That's when it gets better. It's great to go to church. It's great to hear the word, to hear it. Faith cometh by hearing by the word of God. But it's even better when you have a personal experience or relationship when he's in your boat. Jesus is in the boat and they are on their way to the other side. Come on, they're on their way to the other side. But while in the will of God and on the boat with the Lord, there's a problem. I can't wait till we get to the end of this. While they're in the will of God, they obeyed God, right? They got in the boat. They're going where he told them to go. But there's a problem, all right? While in the will of God on the boat, there's a problem. The problem is revealed to us in verse 37. Mark chapter 4, verse 37. And a fierce windstorm began to blow. I'm in the will of God, but a storm is happening. Waves were breaking over the boat so that it was already being swamped. Or it was being, they thought the boat was going to capsize. The boat is filling now with water. And so many of the disciples in the boat know how to handle boats and storms because they were professional fishermen. So when professional fishermen get scared, you know it's a bad storm. Ooh, this is going to get good. Yeah. When professional fishermen get scared, you know it's a bad storm. Am I coming through clear? Am I coming through clear? I just want to know, am I coming through clear? When professional fishermen get scared, you know it's a bad storm. All right? You know it's a bad storm. So watch this. They are caught up in a storm while being in the will of God. They're caught up in a storm while being in the will of God. In the will of God, number one, I want y'all to write this. Number one, in the will of God, it does rain. In the will of God, it does rain. What that tells you is if you out of the will of God is did you do what he told you to do, right? But whether you did or didn't do it, you can still be in a tumultuous situation. In the will of God, it does rain. But watch this. Number two, the storm is merciless. Because that is, it comes down on you, and the storm seeks to consume you. The storm seeks to consume you. The boat was filling up. Storm seeks. I can't get off that. It seeks to consume you. There are some situations that happen in your life you can't work because you are still thinking about it. You're driving down the road. You're still thinking about it. You are consumed, whether it is a relationship, whether it is your employment, whether it is your finances, whether it is whatever it is, family, you are consumed. Have you ever been thinking about something so much that you are so consumed with it that you are just going through the motions about your day? You go to work, you're robotic. They like, hey, you all right? Ain't nobody home, right? They slapping in your face. Well, watch this, because you are consumed. Your body's there, but your mind is not. Anybody been like that? All right. And so the wind was blowing at such a speed that it threatened to take them under. Anybody ever been in a situation that it looked like that what you're going through is going to take you under? It's going to drown you. It's going to overwhelm you. A storm, type of storm. This kind of trial is an unexpected circumstance that invades your life and threatens your very existence. This storm invades your life and threatens your very existence. This isn't a headache, but what we're talking about is a situation where your life is on the line. I gotta hurry. Number three, a storm is always designed to increase your faith and give you a deeper experience with God. Let me say that one more time. A storm is always designed to increase your faith and give you a deeper experience with God. Storms aren't pleasant or comfortable. Come on, am I talking to anybody? Storms aren't pleasant or comfortable. And sometimes they can be life-threatening, but they always come with a purpose. So here they are in a crisis, and the crisis was threefold. All right. They are in 3 storms. You said, I only saw 1 storm. That's where you missed it at. They're in 3 storms. Let me tell you. They're in, number 1, they're in a circumstantial storm. Somebody please take good notes. They are in a circumstantial storm. Right? This is a storm that they can exercise no control over. You can't control the wind. You can't control the sea. You can't control the waves. It's out of your control. This is rich. They're in a circumstantial storm. Something that's out of their control. You can be in the will of God and in a storm and not be able to do anything about it. It's circumstance that produces a hopeless scenario. All right. Number 1, they're in a circumstantial storm, but number 2, they are terrified. So not only do we have a storm of circumstances, but a storm of emotions. We got a storm of circumstances and a storm of emotions because they are scared of the outcome of a situation, scared about the longevity of the relationship. Whatever it is you can't control that's causing your emotions to be all over the place is your storm. Because it's something so big, so deep, so devastating, you cannot control it. Number 3, all right? They're in they're in a circumstantial storm. They're in an emotional storm. But number 3, they're in a theological storm. They're in a theological storm, all right? Look at verse 38. This is a spiritual storm. It says in verse 38, but Jesus was in the stern, asleep with his head on a soft cushion. And they woke Jesus and said to him, teacher, don't you care we're about to die? Don't you care we're about to die? That's a spiritual storm, all right? Because, watch this, their circumstances were out of control. Their emotions are going crazy. Now they're questioning what they were believing. Was it even true? If the truth be told, there aren't many of us on this live who has never questioned God. Yeah, who haven't questioned God. We all have questioned God. Who hasn't said, I'm not sure if I should still be believing this any further. I'm not sure if I really want to keep going. I don't see anything changing for me. Who am I by myself? God, where are you at? Have you ever had to ask God, God, where are you? God, I don't see where you at. God, I don't see you coming through. I don't pray. I don't tithe. I just don't see. Y'all not talking to me. And I'm still in the situation. I'm still in the circumstances. I'm still in the condition. Where are you, God? Have you ever had to ask? Because I'm hearing on Sunday. What I'm hearing on Sunday and experiencing on Monday don't match. God, this is rich. Who am I talking to? What I'm hearing on Sunday and experiencing on Monday don't match. All right. I heard the pastor say that you care, but I don't think you care for me, Jesus. So what I heard about you and what I'm experiencing don't match. All right. I'm not sure this is real. But look at verse 38. They woke him and said, teacher, don't you care? We're about to die. Don't you care? Because even if you were tired, we shouldn't have to wake you up with all of this stuff going on. You getting wet like we getting wet. The boat is flipping you, tossing you like it's flipping and tossing us, right? So they're in the storm and Jesus is asleep. And they had a question. Where are you? If you cared about me, I wouldn't be going through like this. This is major. We think we're about to drown out here and die. Jesus has just taught the disciples. They just came from a hot church service on land, and they heard a wonderful sermon, and now they're under pressure. Does he care about my loneliness? Does God care about the pressures I'm going through? Does he even care about my relationship is on the rock? Does he even care because I got the doctor's report? Does he care? I mean, it's your, and I'm feeling all of this. So they wake him up. Verse 39, he gets up and sternly, the Bible's, one translation said he sternly, which meant he meant business. He sternly rebuked the wind and said to the sea, hush, be still, muzzle your mouth. Wait, I get it if you're talking to a person, but you're talking to elements. Oh my God, they were just afraid of the elements. And he gets up and tells the elements, hush, be quiet. And the Bible says, and the wind died down as if it had grown weary. The wind started acting like a little child. Before he spoke, the wind was acting like a bear, big old 700-pound bear. But after the master, who over in Genesis said, let there be, and there was, who said, let there be light, let there be this, and it was. When the master stands up at the helm of the boat and says, hush, the wind turns from a bear, the storm turns from a bear to a cub. The wind dies down. Watch this. And there was at once a great calm, a perfect peacefulness. He speaks to circumstances that was causing the crisis. Y'all should be right now. He speaks to circumstances that was causing the crisis. Don't let it be said that your crisis continued because you never took time to wake him up. He turns to his disciples, and I gotta go. I gotta get out of here. Verse 40. He says to them, why are you afraid? Do you still have no faith and confidence in me? Verse 35, Jesus said, let's go to the other side. Not let me go to the other side, but we're going to the other side. And you were excited to get in the boat and go with him. But when the circumstances showed up, your problem overrode his promise, which made you live in light of the problem instead of in light of the promise. You were excited when you heard him speaking. You were excited at the church service. But the moment you got in the boat, pressure started hitting. You start living not in the promise of God, which is his word. You start living in the problem. And the problem overrode the promise. God never wants you to deny the storm because it is a storm. A storm is a reality. But he never wants your circumstances to override his word. He doesn't want your circumstances to override his presence because he's on the boat too. Here it is. I gotta go. So Jesus speaks to the problem and there's a change. Watch this. They were once afraid. You're afraid of the wrong things. They was afraid of the storm. Y'all, here's where the shout comes in. They were afraid of the storm. But verse 41, the Bible says they had great fear and said to one another, who is this? You're afraid of the wrong things. You're afraid of the wrong thing. They were afraid of the storm when they should have been afraid of him. When they were in the storm, they were afraid. When they saw who they were dealing with, they became, the Bible is very much afraid. In other words, we're afraid of the wrong thing. We let our circumstances scare us when you know who you are dealing with. I got to go, y'all. You'll be less afraid of it and more afraid of him. Because if he could tell the storm to calm down, what could he do if he got upset with my enemy? Once he gets up, all he has to do is talk to it. Have you ever seen God talk to a situation? It was out of your control. Nobody you could call to help you, and God said something. Heaven spoke to it. Out of nowhere, things change. I come to speak prophetically to all of you on this live that things are about to change because heaven is getting ready to talk. When heaven talks, storms stops. When heaven talks, circumstance ceases. Heaven is about to talk. Don't be scared of the wrong thing when Jesus is here. His humanity is asleep, but his deity is still awake. Y'all didn't hear what I just said. His humanity is asleep, but his deity is still awake. Who then is this? They were out on a journey of discovery. Trials, as painful as they are, on a journey of discovery of who you are dealing with. Too many of us still have him in a manger. Y'all not talking to me. Too many of us still got him in a manger. Still got him running around with a diaper on. Y'all not talking to me. Yeah. We don't know who we dealing with. He's tired, so he had to go to sleep because he's human. But he puts the storm to sleep because he's God. Let me get out of here. I got to handle some business this morning. He's human, so he has to go to sleep. But when your faith wakes him up, he puts the storm to sleep because he's God. I told y'all. You was gonna love it. Something we call in theological class, it's called hypostasis union or hypostatic union, which means two natures in one person unmixed forever. So he's human and he's divine. All right. He needed a human, right? This is why he was not born of a man's seed, right? He was born because God just needed a human body. But when the human, he's in Mary's womb, but he's still God. It didn't mix. Have we not a high priest who's able to be touched with the feeling of our infirmity? He's human enough to understand what you're going through. God enough to change what you're dealing with. Oh my God, I'm so ready for Sunday. I'm so ready. I forgot to tell you, I gotta get off. I gotta tell you this, and then I gotta jump off. He was on his way, because in a place called the Gadarenes was a man struggling with demons. And the man had dealt with this for so long. Y'all stay with me. That when he gets through this, he arrives at this man to heal this man of the demons. All right, y'all missed it. Let me see if I can come get y'all. The man is at another point dealing with a circumstance. The disciples' faith is being stretched. But the man didn't know that a miracle was coming. Because Jesus told the disciples, get in the boat. We're going to the other side, which was on the other side was the Gadarenes, the tomb where the man was cutting himself, because there was a situation they thought they had him under control, had him on lock, stock, barrel. But a miracle is coming. Oh, y'all catching it? There's a miracle coming. Oh God, the miracle worker himself is about to show. When he showed up, when he stepped foot on the land, the demons said, have you come to torment me? Why are you coming to mess us up? Why are you coming to change our plan? Bid us to go. Y'all not talking. Y'all should be screaming. He's coming. A miracle is getting ready to come. I speak as a prophetic voice to your life. There's something miraculous getting ready to hit your life. There's something miraculous getting ready to hit your life. It's getting ready to change your whole existence. But the only way you are going to get it is the first part of it was a storm. I don't know who I'm talking to, but so many of you all for the last several weeks felt like you were in a storm. Who felt like they were in a storm? I came to tell you that before you get the miracle, there's a storm you had to go through. Maybe in the last several months you felt like you were in a storm. But guess what? A miracle is getting ready to show up. The disciples didn't even know who they were dealing with. Demons didn't. When he showed up, demons said, wait, wait. An answer just showed up. We thought we had this situation on top, but an answer called Jesus walked on two legs. Y'all not hearing me. Sometimes when you need an answer, it'll come in on two legs. Jesus came walking. And when he saw the man, he freed that man. That man said, let me go with you. He said, I can go, but I can't send you out as a voice to somebody else who knew your condition. Y'all not ready. Y'all not ready. Y'all not ready. Oh, y'all not ready. Somebody ought to be shouting, a miracle is en route to me. All right, I gotta go. I'm done. Listen, do me a favor. We gotta go. We got to get out of here. Do me a favor and sow a seed. Sow a seed today. Listen, if this word bless you, right there, sow a seed. If this word bless you, sow a seed. Please sow a seed. Don't y'all miss this. Please don't miss this. Sow a seed today. All right. I want you to sow a seed on today. I want you to sow a seed today. All right. Listen, I'm going to challenge you to sow a $35 seed today. I'm going to challenge you to sow a $35 seed today. Yeah. I'm going to challenge you to sow a $35 seed today. All right. I'm going to challenge you to sow a $35 seed today. Right there. Sow a $35 seed. All right, listen, tomorrow 3:30, we're having our vision night. And if you we're not broadcasted, if you're in the Raleigh area, I want to see you there. All right. And then Sunday morning at 10 a.m. I was out of town. I was ministering in Chicago on last Sunday. But guess what? Guess who's back? I'm back in town. I'll be in church this Sunday morning with a word from the Lord. And then the following week, it starts our church anniversary, our church birthday. Can you believe it? Hey, y'all, it's going to be amazing. We're going to be 3 years old going into our 4th year. So listen, I can't wait to see you on Sunday morning. God bless you. I look forward to seeing you there. Have an amazing weekend. Have a safe weekend. I'll see you on Sunday. Hopefully I'll see you.